The street was quieter than I'd ever seen it. Shops sat with their shutters half-drawn, windows reflecting the pale light of an overcast afternoon. The sound of footsteps, bicycles, and chatter was absent. Even the distant hum of traffic seemed to have faded into another part of the city. I walked slowly down the center, the silence making each step feel louder than it was. That was when I heard it, the low, steady sound of wind moving between the buildings. It wasn't the sharp whistle of a storm or the hurried gust of a passing weather front. This was a patient wind, threading itself through narrow alleys, brushing across door frames, lifting the corner of a stray newspaper that had been left behind. Its voice was a blend of sigh and hum, resonating against brick walls and empty windows as though it was testing the shape of the street. I stopped near an old bakery, its sign swaying gently on rusted chains. The wind moved past me, cool and dry, carrying faint scents that lingered like ghosts. Fresh bread from years gone by, the sweetness of ripe fruit, the metallic tang of rain that hadn't yet arrived. Looking down the block, I could see how it played with what remained. The frayed edge of a forgotten poster peeling from the wall, a few dried leaves twirling slowly toward the gutter, the thin, faded ribbon tied to a lamppost swaying in soft rhythm. It was as if the wind was caring for the street in its own way, keeping it from falling entirely into stillness. I closed my eyes and listened. With no other sounds to compete, the breeze became a story in itself, about all the days this street had seen, all the voices it had carried, all the moments it had held in quiet memory. When I opened my eyes, I noticed the smallest movement, a curtain in a second-floor window lifting just enough to catch the light. Someone was home. The wind touched it and moved on, traveling toward the far end of the street. I followed slowly, my steps lighter now, the air brushing against my arms as if to say it was glad for the company. And when I reached the corner, I let it go ahead, knowing it would keep wandering through the empty spaces, filling them with the sound of something still alive.